What's up, everybody? I'm Ty Slim and welcome to Ty Slim Vlogs. We got a little project on our hands. This here is a Millbank generator. It's a Millbank 2000. I'm pretty sure it's like a Yamaha clone, little Chinese clone. So I got it for 40 bucks. It doesn't run. The guy told me it's leaking some oil and that's about it. So basically all I did, I checked the oil. The oil was actually a little over full, so we'll see what that's about. But I pulled it. It didn't pull over. So first thing we're going to do is check spark. We're going to pop this little cover off here. Reach down in here. Pop off the spark plug boot. Pop the spark plug out. We're just going to use this inline spark checker here. We're going to connect it to the spark plug wire. And then we're actually going to connect the spark plug to this. Now I'm going to ground the electrode strap here. And I should be able to see everything sparking. I want to make sure this flashes and then it actually has real spark as well. I'm going to pull it over. You should be able to see flashing on the checker and at the spark plug. I'm going to zoom up on the spark plug so it's easier to see. Now that we checked for good spark and we know we have it, I'm going to put a few drops of this fuel right in the cylinder, in the spark plug hole, and put the spark plug back in and fire it up, and it should kick over if we have compression. If not, we'll do compression check. Okay, a couple drops of fuel in. I'm gonna leave the choke off. Power is on. Let's give her a pull. Okay. Well, we know we have compression. Looks like it's just a carb clean for this girl. Actually, maybe I'll try to get it running. I just put some more fuel in this, and I'm gonna try to choke it here maybe, and try to keep it running. Maybe it'll suck some fuel, and we'll see. It's running. Okay. Well, it ran until it ran all the fuel out of the cylinder, I believe. I don't know what the gas looks like in here, so that should probably be our next step. Let's see what the gas looks like. Maybe just try to drain the gas, put some new gas in, or it's going to need a carb clean. Let's play a game and see if I can make a big mess, spill it everywhere. Doesn't look real healthy. Wow, that's so milky and cloudy. It's not terrible, but I'd have to put it in a jar to look at it better. Okay, so here's my current plan. Here's the old fuel. It looks really cloudy, and I'm starting to see some water form at the bottom, so this fuel was no good. I want to take this side cover off and look at the carb. Maybe I can drain the carb if there's any bad fuel in it, and maybe I can add some brand new fuel and spray the carburetor and get this thing running enough to then suck in the new fuel. So we'll see. I'm just going to pop these Phillips screws off and get this side cover off and look at the carburetor. I don't know how this model is exactly set up. Okay, and the side panel comes off, has some sound deadening. See, we got some oil leakage here from something. Yeah, we'll see. So here's the carburetor right here. I might just be able to loosen this screw and it'll drain the fuel out of the bowl here. So we'll try. Loosen this and see if anything drains out of this carburetor bowl. Well, it's totally out, so Nothing really came out. Okay, I'm gonna pull the carburetor bowl down and see if we get anything out of it or see what it looks like. Not really getting anything, just a couple dribbles. Is it plugged? Whoa, now we're draining all kinds of stuff out of here. Ah, float was stuck. Well, I'd like to get this off and inspect it. I don't know why it's being so difficult. There we go. Oh, wow. Look at that. All that jelly. Yikes. That's bad. That's going to need cleaned. You can see right there all on the carb. It's like jelly. So I will get all this linkage out and get to work. Okay, now that we got everything reorganized, we got our carb cleaning tools out. I'm just gonna be using brake cleaner to clean this. That's what I have, so it always treats me well. Here's the bowl off already. As you can see, that is just gross, terrible jelly. So ethanol fuel. So I'll just set up here and then I'll just walk you through it and we'll do a quick carb clean and then put it back on. Hopefully this thing runs. Just start off by wiping this bowl out here. Wiping the crud out. I'm gonna leave this gasket on here because I don't want to disturb it. It's stuck and I'm gonna leave it stuck. Pull this pin out for the float. Pins out. Float will come out. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to run this little wire I have through here, through the little orifices. There's a jet here. Pop it out. Run my wire through, make sure it's clear, and then I'll come back and I'll blow brake cleaner and everything and blow it out with compressed air. Pilot jet out if we can. Yep, it popped out. Okay, that baby's out. And here's all these little tiny holes in this one. Little emulsifier holes, so you gotta make sure all those are clear. That's everything I can disassemble, so I'm just gonna shoot cleaner in these holes here. Watch your eyes, because you'll get it in them. And we're reusing the gasket since this is a $40 generator. And I'm just going to keep it loose because I don't remember which way it was orientated. I got this Yamaha clone back together again. It was kind of a pain in the butt. I don't like the carburetor setup on this. It's not simple like a Honda. So it's all back together. Gonna put some gas in it. I'm gonna leave this cover off for right now. It's just so I can watch it for leaks or whatever might be going on. And we'll throw some gas in it and see if he fires up. Oh my God. Spilled it everywhere. God, every time. Okay, moment of truth. Ignition on, choke on. Give her a pull. Oh yeah, it just kicked. It's running. Uh-oh. Just shut off. Why did it do that? Overload alarm. Okay, it's giving a low oil alert. Okay, low oil alert. Let's check the oil. Put this under here in case there is oil spilling out. Huh. Plenty of oil there. It's right where it needs to be. So, maybe we got a bad oil switch or something, wherever that might be. Okay, well, some great progress was made and some things were learned. The carburetor was junk. I cleaned it. It definitely runs. I think it's definitely going to run fine. It's throwing a low oil level alert. So that kind of explains why it was grossly over full when I got it. There was oil everywhere, and I took the dipstick off, or the plug off, and oil was just spilling out. So somebody added oil thinking that it wasn't full enough. But really, it's probably just a sensor that went bad or something like that. I don't know exactly how these work or where they are, so I'm going to do a little more research and get this oil level sensor either replaced or jump it together or something like that. But it runs. I'm excited. It's all we can do. We'll dive into it when I get that oil sensor fixed. It's running, and now the low oil light shuts her down. The oil is right where you can see it. It's just dribbling out, so that is perfect. Okay, I got the side cover off now, and the oil switch wire is right here. It is this black wire with this bullet connector right here. All I'm gonna do is pull that wire out. Just pull it apart right off the bullet connector, and basically I'll just tape that up and leave that in there, and that should disable the switch. I disabled that low oil switch, and basically all that switch is like a float switch, like in a boat. If it senses oil, it will be floated to a certain level, and then the switch will be open. But if the oil dips below a certain level, it will close and then throw the low oil light and shut the machine down. So basically you just unplug that wire and that disables that switch. I'll just keep an eye on the oil. It's a little bit involved to replace that switch. It's actually like internally in the engine. So that's what I'm gonna do for now. So we'll see if this thing fires right up. Okay, turn it on. Running. Looks like this thing runs well. It makes power. I mean, it cost me 40 bucks. Really can't complain about that. I'll just keep an eye on the oil. I mean, if it's not burning tons of oil, that should be fine for quite some time. Well, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Ty Slim. This is Ty Slim Vlogs. And as always, stay positive.